can't always take for granted what the indictment says. That's just one side of it. So we have to wait to see what the other side looks like, what the evidence, how strong it is, how credible it is, whether the individuals who are testifying are really testifying truthfully and honestly, or they're testifying to get a deal, a good deal that they don't have to go to jail. They won't be punished as much. So we'll have to look at everything of that nature. But when you mention about the voter fraud, it's going to involve the other individuals that are unindicted. So that's going to be interesting because we'll have to go ahead and see whether or not they were telling the truth or they're self-serving and trying to protect their own self, because they could have easily been named in this indictment. I think he's very sympathetic to the union members, the men and women of the local 1260. I think he's very sympathetic in that regard. But as far as the allegations are concerned, that's still something we have to go ahead and look at. We never know why the union did what they did, whether it was just to go ahead and do that to oust him out, because that's reflected in his book. And so we can read his book and we can get a better idea of how that affected him.
Yeah, whenever there's more than one defendant, there's always the potential that defendant 1 is going to say defendant 2 did it, defendant 2 is going to say defendant 3 did it, and defendant 3 is going to say that defendant 1 did it. I'm saying, given that there's 3 defendants and that my client is definitely not the ringleader, she has a potential defense that she didn't have any knowledge, intent, and that she didn't know what was going on. And obviously, it would be very difficult for her to run the defense that her sister and her brother-in-law did it. But we have to explore that option. Jennifer Estencion is quiet, good-natured, honest, never been in trouble with the law before, has worked at HECO for over 13 years. She gets a pension from them. She's an excellent worker. She got caught up in whatever it was going on, and she was the follower. And so in order to prove conspiracy or that someone intended to defraud somebody or something, you have to prove intent. She definitely didn't have the intent. This is a good person who's never done anything illegal in her life.